Hey, Amphibia fans, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a juicy what-if scenario. What would have happened if Anne Boonchuy and the Plantars, Sprig, Polly, and Hop Pop never went to Earth at the start of Season 3 and stayed in Wartwood instead? The Season 2 finale saw them zapped through a portal to LA, but what if they just stayed put? How would this change the story, the characters, and the fight against King Andreas? Buckle up, because we're about to explore this alternate timeline in Amphibia. Let's hop to it. So, let's set the scene. At the end of Season 2, Anne, Sasha, and Marcy are reunited, but King Andreas reveals his plan to invade Earth using the Calamity Box. The portal opens, and Anne and the Plantars get sucked through to LA. But in this alternate timeline, let's say the portal malfunctions. Maybe Marcy's tampering with the box backfires, or the gems aren't fully charged. The portal fizzles out, and everyone's stuck in Amphibia. What's the immediate impact? Anne and the Plantars stay in Wartwood, their home base. Wartwood's a small, tight-knit town, and by Season 2, Anne's become a local hero. Staying means no Earth adventures, no Thai temple, no FBI chase, no LA traffic. Instead, the focus shifts to Amphibia, the resistance against Andreas, the dynamics between Anne, Sasha, and Marcy, and the growth of Wartwood itself. But here's the kicker. Staying in Wartwood changes the stakes. Without Earth in immediate danger, Anne's motivation shifts from protecting her homeworld to saving Amphibia. This could make the story more grounded, but also more intense, as the war against Andreas unfolds entirely in this fantastical world. Now, let's talk about the resistance. With Anne and the Plantars in Wartwood, the town becomes the heart of the rebellion against Andreas. In the original Season 3, the Wartwood citizens step up later, but here, they're front and center from the start. Imagine Mayor Toadstool, Toady, and even Stumpy organizing defenses, maybe turning the town's market stalls into barricades or using Sprig's slingshot skills for guerrilla tactics. Anne would take a leadership role, rallying the townsfolk. Her calamity powers, tied to the blue gem, would still be a factor. But without Dr. Jan or the Earth Tech, she'd rely more on Amphibia's resources. Think potions from Loggle or traps rigged by Maddie. Her growth as a leader would accelerate, but she'd also face pressure. Wartwood's not exactly a fortress, and Andreas's robots are relentless. Then there's Sasha and Marcy. In the original story, Sasha's in Toad Tower, and Marcy's, well, possessed by the core. If they're all stuck in Amphibia, Sasha might stay in Wartwood, creating tension with Anne over leadership. Their friendship struggles would play out in the swamp, not Earth. Maybe Sasha tries to take charge, clashing with Anne's more empathetic approach. Meanwhile, Marcy's fate is trickier. Without the core's possession happening right away, she might work with Anne and Sasha, using her smarts to strategize, though her guilt over trapping them in Amphibia would weigh heavily. The big question: how do they fight Andreas? Without Earth's tech, like the robot battles in the original Season 3, they'd lean on Amphibia's creatures and environments. Picture giant toads, herons, or even olms joining the fight. Wartwood could become a symbol of resistance, inspiring other towns like Ribbitvale to join in. Let's zoom in on the characters. Anne's arc in Season 3 is about reconnecting with her family and identity. Without Earth, she'd double down on her bond with the Plantars, treating them as her true family. Her calamity powers might grow through training with Amphibia's mystics, like Valeriana, instead of Earth's research. But staying in Wartwood could make her feel trapped, amplifying her homesickness. Sasha's redemption arc would take a different path. Without the Earth episodes to reflect, she'd confront her control issues head-on in Wartwood. Maybe she butts heads with Mayor Toadstool, learning to trust others. Marcy, if not possessed, would face her betrayal directly. Her arc could focus on earning back Anne and Sasha's trust. Maybe through a daring mission to steal intel from Andreas's castle. The Plantars, Sprig, Polly, and Hop Pop would shine. Sprig could become a scout, using his agility to spy on Andreas's forces. Polly might tinker with Wortwood's tech, like makeshift catapults. Hop Pop could lead the town's elders, sharing wisdom from his hidden studies of the Calamity Box. Their family dynamic would anchor Anne, but they'd also face danger. Andreas might target Wortwood to crush the rebellion early. Story-wise, the pacing would be tighter. No Earth detour means the war against Andreas escalates faster. The final battle might happen in Wortwood, not the moon, with the Calamity Box's power used to defend Amphibia, not invade Earth. But there's a downside. Without Earth's perspective, Anne might struggle to fully resolve her identity crisis, and the stakes of Andreas's multiversal plan might feel less epic. So, how does it all end? If the resistance succeeds, Wortwood could become a beacon of hope, uniting Amphibia against Andreas. The Calamity Box might still be used to defeat the core, but instead of a cosmic battle, it's a ground war in the swamps. Anne, Sasha, and Marcy could unlock their full Calamity powers together, maybe with help from Amphibia's ancient guardians. The bittersweet ending of Amphibia, where the girls return to Earth and grow apart, might not happen. Without the Earth arc, Anne could choose to stay in Amphibia, living with the Plantars. Or, if a new portal is built, the goodbye might feel less final, as they fought side by side in Wortwood. Either way, the focus stays on Amphibia's survival, making the story more localized but deeply personal. And there you have it. If Anne and the Plantars stayed in Wortwood, we'd get a grittier, Amphibia-focused Season 3 with a stronger resistance, deeper character moments, and a different kind of finale. Would it be better than the original? Maybe. It's hard to top that moon battle. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Would you want a Wortwood-centric Season 3? Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Amphibia content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.